Hi, everyone. I'm Christine Tremolay, and I want to welcome you to today's Tips in 10-ish. 10 minutes, more or less, of tips, tricks, and actionable items for entrepreneurs to help you use storytelling, blogging, and social media to dominate your market. Today, we're going to talk about overcoming blog shame. Look, I'm going to be honest. It's something we all have. Even I have it after blogging for 15 years. It's that moment where when I first start to talk to someone, initially they apologize to me. Like, oh, I know I'm supposed to blog. I really should blog. I should be using my blog more. And then they tell me that they're sorry. Well, first and foremost, you don't need to be sorry to me. It's your blog. But I do want to really encourage you. It is your blog. And it's your brick and mortar business on the internet. It's not a real space that I can walk into, but when I want to learn about your company, or more importantly, about you, your blog is one of the first places I'm going to go. Over and over again, people share the statistics. The blog is the most visited portion of anyone's website. So you need to be updating it. So my first tip, there's 3. Number 1, to help you overcome your blogging shame is pick a topic that you could actually spend 12 hours a day talking about. Okay, maybe not 12 hours. We don't all have that much time in our lives, but you get what I mean. Something that you could keep talking about over and over again. For me, that's actually blogging and social media and working with entrepreneurs. It's something I love. It's something I do in my spare time. I still find myself going back to doing that. When I went one day and looked at Pinterest, I realized that everything I was pinning to Pinterest was related to blog posts and using social media. So it's obviously a topic I'm super passionate about, so it makes sense for me to talk about it. A few months ago, I went kind of off on a little tangent. I had moved away from my photography business, but I still had a lot of things I wanted to say about how we feel about ourselves and body image and how we see one another even. And I thought that was the direction I wanted to take my website. So I started writing posts on that topic. The reality was, once I wrote about 6 posts, I felt like I had said everything I wanted to say about it. I was done. I mean, I'm not done. It's still something that's going to come up in conversation if you and I are talking to one another. But it's not something I want to write about. It's not something that I want to talk about 12 hours a day. It's something I get super passionate about in the context of a conversation with the person, but not something that I'm passionate enough about to make it everything that my life and my business focus around. And that's okay. It's better to find those things out early on. So if you're not sure what you should be writing about, think about those things. The second one ties right into that first one. Sit down and brainstorm a list of 20 different things that you could write about. This shouldn't take you that long. It sounds really daunting, but set a timer. Set a timer for 30 minutes and just start making a list. Think about different websites that you've read, different things you've seen on Pinterest, things you see in magazines. What is your take on things in the industry that you're an expert in? Make a list. That way, when you go to write a blog post and you're feeling really stuck, you know where to begin. I did this myself, actually, for our Tips in 10-ish. I went back to my Facebook page and to the Business Brilliantly Facebook group and asked people, hey, what are the questions that you have? I want to make sure I'm answering questions that come up for you. And matter of fact, this is actually one of them. Like, how do I overcome my blog shame is a question I hear a lot. So it made sense. That's something I should address. I made a list over the course of this afternoon, though, of at least 20 different other things that I can write about. So, be aware of that. What are things that you could write about? This way, can I cover enough topics to make this blog worthwhile, or a podcast worthwhile, or a YouTube channel? Should I be focusing my Instagram feed on this? Whatever the case may be, you'll know what your topics are and you'll know where to start. My third tip is just remember, You define what your own success looks like, no one else. It's so easy to see websites out there, Facebook pages, Instagram accounts, whatever, that have 10,000 followers. And meanwhile, you're looking at 100 followers that follow you, and you're just a little frustrated because you really wish that you were in that place where you had 10,000 people following you. But stop and think about it. Do you really? Do you need that? Is that what truly fulfills you? Or is it more importantly a matter of having 10 engaged followers, 100 engaged followers? Stop and think about your business. Maybe you do need 10,000 people, or maybe you just need 100 reading your website every day. It's better to have 100 people that are really engaged with what you have to say, that actually find you interesting, that are enchanted by your viewpoint, that connect with you, than to have everyone looking but nobody really wanting to work with you. It's okay to polarize people. Matter of fact, it's more than okay. You should give people a reason to love you, and in turn, that's going to mean that you're also giving people a reason to hate you. And that's all right, because you're standing out, and that ultimately is what matters most. So I hope these tips help you move forward with your blog and overcome your blog shame. For any links or anything else that may be related to this episode, or to sign up, I have a free course actually on 30 different tips that you can use to grow your blog. So if you'd like to learn more about that, you can visit my site at christinetremolay.com or businessbrilliantly.com. They both take you to the same place. And sign up for the email list to be notified of any upcoming live interviews online. I got this kind of harebrained idea recently that instead of doing my interviews over the phone like I had been, to do them basically as webinars. So you can come sign up and you can watch them happen live, and you can ask questions and so forth. Please, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to subscribe down below. If you're listening to this on iTunes or whatever your podcast listener device software, what's the word for that? Software. Make sure that you subscribe there too. And if you're on iTunes, please leave a review. It helps other people find this. You can always find me again online at christinetremolay.com. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks.